Welcome to another episode of Relationships in Real Estate, your favorite live weekly podcast where we bring you the inside scoop of all things relationships in real estate. I'm your host, Chris Silva, and as always, I'm joined by my beautiful wife and true star of the show and my life, Corey Silva.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here on R&R. Chris and I are the owners of Silva Realty, Silva Lending, Silva Property Management, and Happiness Holdings. With over 20 years in the real estate industry, we're here to share our knowledge, answer your questions, and connect with amazing people like you. Thank you for tuning in live today. We truly appreciate your support.
And before we dive in, we'd love for you to help our podcast continue to grow. Make sure to subscribe, download past episodes, and leave us a review. Your feedback means the world to us and helps us reach even more listeners just like you.
Now, let's get started with another exciting episode of Relationships and Real Estate. We're so glad you're here. Well, welcome to the first week of December. Holy moly, the days are already counting down to the new year. Are you ready for 2025?
No, we're not. December's just accelerated, right?
Right.
December 1st hit and then bam, it's the 4th. Just like that.
Oh my gosh. Well, just before New Year's, coming up is Christmas. Santa Claus is coming to town. Oh, I'm so excited. And guess what? Guess who else just came to town on our podcast? Lulu's here. She said hello. And my mom is here as well. She said, hi, honeys. Thank you both so much for joining us today. We really appreciate you. And we just want to throw it out there. Sorry, we're a little late on the show today. We have an illness in the household. Just got a call from the kids' school. So Santino is resting in bed with a fever right now. Poor guy.
It was like the bomb was about to go off. So the producer was like, all right, we're about to go live. 3, 2, phone rings.
Yep.
Stopped everything. So that's why we were delayed today. But he's resting. He's got a little ice pack on his head or a little cloth on his head, and he's watching some Pokemon cartoons. He's good.
I hope he gets better soon. It's going around, everybody. It's like, that's what happens during the season, right? Get a little break for Thanksgiving, and you get to share all this wonderful time and wonderful germs, too. It's great.
You know what? I thought it had already passed our house because Nola had got sick a little while ago. I was like, great, it passed through.
I feel like we dodged a bullet, but I guess this past weekend with birthday parties, something probably was lingering.
He's only going to have a 24-hour bug. I'm just putting it out in the universe right now.
I sure hope so. Oh, my gosh. Well, my mom left a comment. She said, oh, I hope he feels better soon. Thank you, Mama. I hope so, too. Well, who is done decorating for the holidays?
Are we done?
Are we done? I want to hear what everyone else has done. Guess what? We haven't even started yet. I started to twitch a little. Starting to go a little crazy over here. I really need to decorate. And this is the extent of our decoration right now. This little tree right here that Santino made with my mom during summertime. We're able to just kind of leave it out. And it's been decorated by our elf on the shelf. LLC. Lily Lolly Candy. So Lily Lolly Candy's gotten her decoration on, but this is it with some Cheerios. We have no other decorations in our house right now.
Oh, a wreath. We have a wreath.
Oh, and a wreath. That's it.
A fresh one from Costco.
So we need help, y'all. We need some time to get this done. This is crazy. How's it flying by?
See, the problem is the garage is so crazy right now that it's like we'd have to pass all these obstacles to get to the Christmas decorations. We could see them, but there's so many things around them in the way.
It's just so far.
It's just so far. And it's just not, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. I told Corey the other day, I was like, why don't we just buy new decorations? Just lights at least. That way I don't have to worry about this.
This is coming from him. Most people are trying to justify why they're changing up their decor for the year and buying new decorations, but he's ready. Maybe I should take him up on it. What do you all think?
Well, that ship has sailed because I was at Costco today. It would have been the perfect time for me to grab some lights. Nah, I could always go to Home Depot still. We're good.
No, yeah. I think we need to not spend on anything because it's crazy right now. Did anyone get their Christmas tree yet? We haven't gotten a Christmas tree.
I want a Christmas tree.
I know. I want it to smell like Christmas in our house.
Our house is, we're bursting at the seams at this house. And, most people, it's so weird, right? And I think a lot of people deal with this. We need a bigger house, but I don't really want a bigger house because I love that we're like such a tight-knit family.
Yes.
We're kind of on top of each other in this house. Mm-hmm. But then when it comes to Christmas decorating, I'm like, where are we going to put a tree? Like, We're going to put it on the center island in the kitchen? Like, where do we have room for this thing?
There's no room for a tree. I don't know where it's going to go.
The backyard.
I told the kids we're going to get a little tiny tree, and Nola looked at me and she was so disappointed. She's like, no, we're not. We're not getting a little tree. You're going to get a big tree. I'm like, where are we putting it? In the center of the living room?
We need to get one of those little Whoville trees where it's tall and skinny, and we just kind of, put it in the corner somewhere.
A little bit of needles on it.
Something. I don't know what we're going to do.
I don't either. How is everyone feeling about their situation? Like, do you have all your decorations out? We know some people got their trees before Thanksgiving, even started decorating the day after Halloween, which was what my goal was, but that never happened.
It's usually what we do. Like,
I know.
After Halloween, worst case scenario, if it drags through November, it's after Thanksgiving.
Well, I didn't decorate because you didn't want me to.
You didn't have time to decorate anyway, girl. Come on. I know. We'd be in the same boat we're in now.
Exactly. Well, how about everyone else? Did Elf on the Shelf come back in your home yet? Is there magic happening? Because we got a lot of magic happening over here. And Lily Lolly Candy has been doing some crazy things in the house.
I've seen a lot of families sharing their Elf on the Shelf shenanigans on social media. And man, our LLC is a little lazy. Because compared to what some of these other elves are doing in houses, man, Lily Lolly Candy needs to step her game up because, she just kind of moves from one place. Did she move today? I can't tell. I think her hand moved, right? I think she got some
No,
crumbs.
it's not that bad. She's not that lazy, but I do know that some of these other elves, I don't know, maybe they're giving them a lot of coffee and sugar because they're really extra.
Some of these elves might be on speed or something. Too many candy canes.
Too many
candy canes because they're going like 90 miles per hour. They're getting into a lot of things.
Listen, just don't let your kids talk to our kids about what their elf did because
keep your elf stories to yourself.
Yes, for sure. Well, my mom said she's helping Paula tomorrow for decorating the inside. And we had another comment. It just disappeared though, so hopefully it comes back up. But once we get to it, it looks like Soul's here with us. Hey, Soul. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. She was making a comment about Elf on the Shelf, so I wonder what hers is all about. Anyways, now let's see.
Just last thing on this Elf on the Shelf. Do people have like kind of grown? Because I see some shenanigans where it's like a little bit of adult stuff. Elf on the Shelf's getting into like some weird shenanigans.
What?
Yeah, like like peeing in cups and stuff like that. Have you seen those things?
Oh yeah, like they're just being naughty.
They're being like super naughty.
Yeah, those are those bad elves. Nope.
Yeah, we got a good elf at our house.
We have a good elf. Oh, Soul said Elf on the Shelf sounds like a lot of work. Yeah, cleaning up after these magical elves. They are a lot of work.
Cleaning up after them is a lot of work, for sure.
Oh my goodness. Well, what about Christmas shopping, everyone, and holiday shopping? Have you gone out to the malls yet, or is everyone doing online shopping this year?
I haven't been to a mall like inside to do actual shopping, probably 10 years. That's probably the last time I got a new anything.
Really?
Yeah, because nowadays, I get clothes at Costco because, I'm old. It's a matter of, I don't really do mall shopping. Who does that anymore? Does anybody really do mall shopping?
I think you don't do mall shopping because our mall is not that great right now. There's not a lot of options to go shopping there. But when I've been out of town and visited other malls, let me tell you, these malls are popping. There are people everywhere. It's alive.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun to me.
Why not? It's fun.
I like the mall, just kind of breezing through. There's nobody in there. You're wondering if, the zombie apocalypse happened.
It literally gives me those vibes. Like, what was that show we were watching where the world ended and the girl was off on her own and then she made a friend?
Yeah. It's with Pedro Pascal on HBO.
That's how I feel like our mall is.
I mean, they might, who knows? Maybe they filmed the next season in that mall.
They probably did. There's not much to do there. I don't really go to the mall either because there aren't any main stores that attract me. I used to love going to
Disney store,
Valencia Town Center, and they had the Disney store there, and you would take the kids and it would be fun. They'd look around. Sometimes we would get something, sometimes we wouldn't. Then we'd stop and get ice cream in the outdoor area. And it was like an experience. The kids would want to go see the fish, the turtles out there. Now I have no need to go there.
Yeah, that's pretty disappointing that Disney stole the magic. Like, how much was that store actually costing them? Like, they were probably breaking even at least on that store. They could have kept it open for us.
I don't know. Like to take a little bit away. I mean, the mall in general. has gone downhill.
Well,
So
look, it changed ownership, right? Last year. They're going to be sprucing up that mall.
I hope so. I'm over here waiting.
Well, you know, it takes sometimes a year or two just to get your plans approved.
Yes.
Right? If their vision is in line with the city of Santa Clarita's vision,
I'm
it'll get approved
sure
quick.
it'll get approved as long as they have fat pockets. Ay. Well, my mom chimed in. She did say that no malls for me, all done. Now I have to wrap it all up. See, my mom loves to shop ahead of time. She was done on Thanksgiving. We went over there on Thanksgiving and she was like, oh, I got to show you what I got the kids. And luckily she showed me because whatever she got for Santino is way too small. He's growing so quick. She's like, what? When did he go up to this size?
That kid never asked for any clothing. And he asked me this morning, he's like, Dad, I need some sweaters because
He's outgrown his sweaters.
all my sweaters are small. So I made him do the test. I'm like, go ahead, put your hands up in the air. And then I saw his little belly. I was like, oh, yeah.
It's time. We got
I'm
get
going
him some new sweaters.
today. I will be going to go pick up some sweaters.
Well, Monica's here with us. Hey, amiga. Thanks for joining us. She said, hello, friends. She
Hello.
said ice cream next to the Disney store was the spot. It was. So when we'd be done with jujitsu,
We'd all go.
we'd make it like a little event and it was so much fun. So we need to find a place like that. Like start doing that again.
Yeah, when we have all this time, we'll figure it out. We'll figure that out.
Oh, maybe after Christmas, New Year's resolution.
Speaking of time we don't have. So last week we missed the show.
Right, we did because it was Santino's birthday. He turned 10 years old.
10.
Double digits. So we were celebrating Santino and his birthday, and we stayed at Pixar Place. We did 2 days of Disney, which was amazing. And it was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun.
We also had a birthday party for him.
We had a birthday
previous
party.
weekend, which that was insane. It was so much. Okay, so let's talk about his birthday for a second. His birthday party. So it was at Scooter's Jungle. We had so much fun there. The kids, they while out. They're running around. They're playing hide and seek. Santino's having fun. And as if the party is not enough, our kids got this tradition going where they have after parties after their party.
They literally say, they tell their friends and their cousin, like, without talking to us about it,
We're having an after party.
hey, you coming to the after party? I'm like, what? What
Yes.
after party are they talking about?
So everyone comes back to the house, like all the people who are like diehards that want to still come and celebrate and have a good time. And it just goes on. And I have to tell you, I really enjoy it. I like that tradition because
I
we
think
get
we
to
were here
spend more
till-
time with our friends.
It was a Sunday night, right, for the party. And I think people were here till like almost midnight
Yes.
on a Sunday. That's pretty cool.
Well, it was fall break, so a lot of people didn't have to get their kids to school really early the next day. So we had so much fun doing that. And then before you knew it, we're at Disney, right? Just nonstop, back to back. Birthdays everywhere. There's so many kids' birthday parties on fall break, which was fun.
So many. I mean, yeah, it was a great time. So we were at Scooter's Jungle again for another party.
Yes.
And I got to tell you, how many of you parents out there like to actually jump around and play with your kids at Scooter's Jungle?
I know Monica does.
I know I do.
I know I do because we've actually played with her in that wrecking ball.
That wrecking ball room is the best. So you got to balance like on this little platform, and it moves, right? So you get like this little ab workout, this little core workout, and
Yes.
I was in there with the kids, and some of them are small, so I'm not getting crazy with that wrecking ball.
Right.
I just let Santino and the kids throw the wrecking ball at me, and I couldn't block it. That was a rule. So they're just having a good time throwing this thing at me, hit me in the stomach, on the side. They couldn't knock me off. And this little kid, I just don't understand. He was like probably 3 years old. He was getting destroyed by that wrecking ball.
He didn't care.
I kept trying to tell him, I'm like, hey, little guy, come over to this behind so you don't get hurt. And he just kept going back, and he was getting wrecked.
Oh, poor kid. I think he liked it.
I think he must have liked it. He didn't
must have
cry.
liked it.
But I saw the kid flying like 4 feet. It was scary.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was fun. We also had another birthday party, a park party for Kais. We went to that, and it was a football themed birthday party. So Santino was out there playing football, flag football. He had so much fun. At first, when we walked up, he's like, do I really have to play? But he had a good time.
That's
and then
great.
at the park, of all days and times, it's like midday, the city had the sprinklers going. So these kids were out there getting all muddy,
Oh boy.
having fun. It was a good time. They had a good
I hope
time.
you made that kid walk home. I don't want to get mud in the car.
He slipped and fell on his butt, and I said, "Oh, looks like you got to bum shuffle that dirt off your butt."
Right?
But no, it was funny. I think we had a towel in the car, so it was good.
Well, this past week was also Thanksgiving.
Yes. Oh my goodness. What did you all do for Thanksgiving? Did you have a nice time? Did you have to cook, or were you able to just enjoy a nice meal and family time? I would love to hear about it. Leave us a comment and let us know. And it looks like Monica made actually Soul made a comment. She said, kids had a blast at Scooter's Jungle. Thank you for inviting us. Oh yeah. Always. We had such a fun time with you too. These kids were sweaty. So Tanya's here with us. Hey, Tanya. Thanks for joining us. She said, hey, Chris and Corey, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you too, Tanya. I want to know, I think everyone wants to know, Chris, did you appreciate all the hard work that went into these delicious meals on Thanksgiving? Or did you have some critiques like you generally do?
Wow. Do you feel that energy, guys? Can you feel it through the airwaves? Because
I have great energy. My energy is always on point and positive. I just want to know how you feel.
First of all, she must be mad because she called me Chris. That was off the bat. When she gets mad, it's Chris, and then later it's Christopher. So, you know.
I've never called you Christopher ever.
Yeah, well, I guess I haven't got you there yet on that level of anger. But you know what? I appreciated the cooking. I was one of those people that got to sit back and relax with the family and just enjoy somebody else's food. Uh-huh. I mean, I always get to do that like every night at the house. But yeah, it was good. You know, what I appreciated about it was all I had to do was add salt and pepper. Mm-hmm. And I like that because I'd rather be able to add salt and pepper to make something taste better than somebody having too much salt or too much pepper.
Right.
And then there's nothing you can do.
And then you can't do anything about it. There's no turning back.
So yeah, you put a little salt and pepper and everything was good. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty basic. I'm like a grown kid, right? Like I just want the basic stuff. I don't want to try all this crazy things. Just some turkey, some mashed potatoes, a little piece of bread and some butter. Done. Oh, and then I had your cranberry chutney, not sauce. That was yummy too. Yeah. Pretty simple, easy. I didn't really try too much stuff. I didn't try any of the desserts because I was trying to be good. So
are you sure you didn't sneak any desserts?
No, I didn't get any pie, nothing.
Really? Yeah. I'm proud of you. Good
job. Today she was giving me a hard time though because I had like a piece of dark chocolate, salted dark chocolate.
It wasn't dark chocolate. It's salted caramel with dark chocolate over it.
Oh, okay, maybe it was amazing. A little bad. Maybe it was a little bad.
With some whipped cream. I said, gout what? What are you doing?
Listen,
I'm not trying to hear about that big toe later.
I put a little bit of whipped cream in my coffee. No big deal. It's not a big deal.
Oh my goodness. Well, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you know, who else took advantage of those deals? I would love to hear about it. Our producer said that he went all out. He did some shopping. I know I didn't really have time to do the type of shopping I wanted to do. But I know that we need a new washer and dryer because ours is like on its last leg. And I was holding out for that day. So we were able to get a washer and dryer. How about everybody else? Did you get any good deals? We found an amazing deal at Costco.
Yeah, for the washer dryer. So we're jumping ship off of Samsung, got a Maytag. But I don't think I bought anything. Yeah, no, I didn't buy anything. I just send you like little links. I'm like, here, get this.
You sent me some links. I'm like, I'm not buying that. I didn't buy. He was like, let's get this, let's get that. I'm like, no. Get a new barista coffee maker. I'm like,
well, I didn't know if it was a good price because I never buy anything.
I was like, yeah, there's nowhere to store that thing. I'm not getting it. So now we'll just hopefully get some end of the year sales. Yeah,
we unfortunately weren't ready. So the goal was to have the Oxnard project done or close to done so we could buy all the stuff Black Friday appliances, right? And then send everything over there. So we waited on Black Friday to Cyber Monday because it tells you on the little
delivery
day. No, it tells you also that the sale ends 12/4.
Yes.
Right. So we thought, well, if we could wait till 12/4, maybe they'll extend the delivery date to like January.
Right.
And it didn't work. But unfortunately, we weren't able to buy it and we missed out on saving like an additional $500.
That's okay. I'm putting out good vibes that there's going to be some more sales coming up. It'll be fine. Moana 2. Let's talk about movies. It had the biggest opening for an animated movie and that was counting a 4-day weekend. Did
I think
any
Frozen and Super Mario were like the last big ones.
Oh, so this is the biggest, which I was looking forward to this movie. We've been talking about it since before, summer when they had the previews coming out. We're super excited because it was coming out on Santino's birthday. Did we get to go see it?
No, girl.
We have not gone to see it
I mean,
yet.
if we're looking at the schedule, like we checked, Corey trained me. It took her only like 20 something years, but she finally got me to start using our calendar on the phone.
Right.
And if you look at our calendar, there's no time in December to go watch Moana.
Well, we had planned on going. We were going to go, and it was Thanksgiving night. I didn't even think to buy the tickets ahead of time. I get the text from our cousin Rosa. So we still going to the movies tomorrow? I'm like, oh, let me check the times out. They were all sold out. Only the first 3 rows were available. And the only showing that had tickets still available was at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
The day after Thanksgiving. I said, nope, I'm not doing that. So unfortunately, we did not get to see Moana 2. No spoilers for us, please. But did anyone else get to go see it? And what did you think of the movie?
Yeah, and more importantly, what do you think of the music? Because they did a big switch on the music, right? Lin Miranda, is that his name?
You never know his name.
Who cares? I'm asking.
Lin-Manuel.
Lin-Manuel Miranda, whatever his name is. Anyhow, he's done so many big Disney movies, right? But, it's a big deal not having him come on for the sequel, I think.
Oh, he didn't do it?
No, he didn't do it.
What?
Yeah, so I'm wondering, did the music,
switch it up?
Is it still good? Are there a bunch of songs that you left singing in the theater? I don't know.
Oh, I can't wait to hear the music. I think it's going to be good no matter what. But I haven't really been hearing a lot of buzz about Moana. Maybe it's just because what I look at, it pops up all the time. Did anyone go see Wicked? I was like,
I mean, we did.
I'm still singing every song. Every time I get in the car, I put on the soundtrack.
Corey's too much. So yeah, she has a soundtrack in the car and she thinks it's like the 90s, the way she's bumping this music in the car. And
coming around the corner with gravity.
Santino had to kind of check her a little bit. He's like, Mom, I'm trying to read.
He does not want to hear the soundtrack.
I'm trying to hear that.
Every time I try to put it on in the background, he's like, I'm reading, Mom. Like, that's his excuse. I'm not trying to hear that soundtrack.
I'm not trying to hear it.
I love it.
I mean, it was okay. It was a musical, right?
Of course.
Not a big, huge musical fan. The movie was interesting. It was a little too long for me.
Yes.
It's a long movie. I went to the bathroom twice, right? Taking the kids to the bathroom. I think it's almost impossible. You have to not drink anything if you're going to make it through the whole movie without using the restroom. But it was interesting, and I'm wondering what part 2 is going to be like. We'll give it a little bit more time before we start talking about some spoilers on it. We'll give it another.
I don't think we need to even talk about anything that because I think everyone is going to see it.
Well,
and if they're not interested, they're not going to see it.
Okay, well then we can just talk about it right now.
No, we're not going to. We just won't dive into it. But if you haven't seen it, go see it.
Well, it's not even really spoilers. It's more like theories of they haven't confirmed anything, but I have some theories in there of what's going on and.
It's fine. We'll get to that next time.
Okay, we'll do that. I'm a little excited about it. That's what
now
I was
he got
about.
excited. Well, Saturday we had the rest of our family over for family Thanksgiving dinner, and let me just say, I am so thankful that everyone brought food. I did not have to cook. They brought over pupusas and albondigas soup, and what a treat! I am so thankful and grateful for that. It was nice. I made a salad that was a bagged salad, and Lulu cut up the cucumber for me.
Nobody ate it.
2 people ate the salad because there was so much other food. So thank you. I totally enjoyed myself. It was a great time.
It's nice because usually you're doing the cooking, so that was great for you.
Yes, it was so nice. Well, after all the yummy food, who felt like a stuffed turkey and ready to get back to working on their fitness after Thanksgiving?
I mean, I've been feeling like a stuffed turkey. I haven't. I don't think I'm ready to get back.
I mean, I was ready. I was ready to go to Orange Theory early on Friday morning, but my plans got a little derailed because Chris had to go to the Oxnard property to meet an inspector. Last minute, it got scheduled. So I was a little sad. I didn't get to go on Friday.
I don't agree with this statement that she just made. She was happy to be laying in bed and not having to go anywhere after the day after Thanksgiving. Come on now.
I was feeling sluggish over the weekend. It's really weird if you miss a workout and you're used to going. I was like, gosh, I really needed that workout.
I know my body really needs it. It's been like 5 months since I worked out.
Yeah, so we got to get Chris back on it.
I'm just not motivated to want to work out. Like usually my motivation is my pants don't fit. Like they start getting a little tight, and I'm like,
they still fit. You're good.
But that's the thing is my pants still fit. So like I'm like,
you're fine.
I'm not really motivated to work out for what?
You're good. You're good. When you're ready, you'll turn on that switch.
Hopefully.
Well, going back on Monday morning was challenging yet rewarding for me. It was my first day of the 12 Days of Fitmas at Orange Theory. They have this challenge every year in December. And I'm excited because I'm adding an additional day to my routine. Usually I work out 3 days a week. It's going to be 4 days a week until Christmas.
Go, girl.
And guess what? We're going to finish this year off strong. We're going to bring back the 50-day challenge. Chris just said he's not motivated, but I mean, yesterday he said he wanted to do the 50-day challenge. Who wants to join us?
Well, so what happened was, so our sister said, hey, we should do this daily 50 again. Do you guys want to do it again? I'm like, yes. So I work really well when I have a partner, when I have like, a community around me. I think that's why
someone holding you accountable,
holding me accountable,
yes.
Or counting on me, right? Because like if I don't do it, maybe it messes up their workout.
Counting on you. Let's go.
You're not counting on me, girl. You got Orange Theory. You're good.
I could do 50-day challenge too.
Yeah. So I think if we start doing it as a family again, I'm in. But poor Tina won't be able to join us today. But when he gets better, he can.
Ay. Well, in addition to all the December madness, it's also my birthday month. And Chris is really trying to make plans for me, but
I've tried. I've been trying for like 3 weeks.
Okay, you need to pump your brakes. You asked me yesterday, not 3 weeks.
Oh my God. So I wish next time I'm going to record her because she's over here just talking out of her rear end right now.
3 weeks. You have not been asking me for 3 weeks.
I've been telling you, we could talk to our friends because I've actually even talked to friends about it. Like weeks, I've been trying to figure out. I asked your mom. I even brought it up to your mom about possibly watching the kids.
Oh, you're right.
Because I've been trying to plan something for your birthday, but this lady's like, oh, well, we got to do it after the event, which, mind you, is on the 7th. So now you're leaving me 12 days to try to figure out something to do for your birthday. So, when we end up going to Chuck E. Cheese, don't be mad.
I would rather stay home than go to a Chuck E. Cheese. I've had enough Chuck E. Cheese in my life for the rest of my life.
Who wants to go to Chuck E. Cheese for Corey's birthday?
No,
that's what we're doing to
absolutely
celebrate.
not.
So she's leaving me no time.
Chuck E. is really creepy. I just got to say that. Like Chuck E. creeps me out. No, it's hard to think about what I want to do for my birthday when I have so much on my plate right now. All I'm thinking about is getting through this month. We have an event coming up this weekend, which is for our clients who we love. And I'm really putting all my energy into that, our daily work routine. And, of course, the kids have like projects in December. Why, I don't know, but Nola's got a project we're working on. And on top of that, I have room mom duties. I've got 2 parties to put on with some co-room parents. And I got to think about the teachers and get them their gifts. And go Christmas shopping.
What does that have to do with your birthday? I asked you, do you want to go somewhere?
I don't want to think about my birthday.
All I said is,
on my birthday, I want to celebrate.
I said, do you want to go somewhere? It's a yes or no question. It's not, but see, I can't get a yes or no. It's like,
no, he's like, because I like to be with the kids for my birthday.
Okay, so we're not going nowhere. It's all
but
good.
I do want to go somewhere. I just don't know where.
See what I deal with, people?
Just surprise me. I don't want to think about it.
Okay.
I don't want to think about it.
All right.
Just make the plans. Make it happen, Captain.
Okay.
Thank you. It doesn't have to be on my birthday. It could be later.
It's not going to be on your birthday.
Oh,
kids
wow.
got school on your birthday.
So then why are you so hung up on the 17 days?
I got to make plans now if you want something to happen.
Okay.
It's okay. We'll be celebrating at Chuck E. Cheese. It'll be all good. Don't worry about it.
I can tell you one thing. I do not want to go to Chuck E. Cheese for the second
Scooter's
time.
Jungle will be there.
Absolutely
Corey's
not.
birthday. It's going to be off the hook.
Nope.
Everybody's going to go nuts.
That's a no for me, dog. Well, speaking of going nuts, on our show 2 weeks ago, Chris had some crypto predictions. And how did they play out?
Well, if you would have asked me this 2 days ago, I would have looked like a genius.
Right.
So just to touch a little bit about crypto, first of all, I just want to start off by saying we are not financial advisors. We're not giving you financial advice. We're just sharing with you what we do, right? So years ago, we got into Bitcoin. I thought, hey, Bitcoin's probably topping off for right now because there's things called Bitcoin seasons when people invest in Bitcoin. And then when they think Bitcoin people or investors, when they think it's reached its top, they cash out and they buy different altcoins, right?
Okay.
So that's what I did at 93,000 when it hit its all-time high at the time. I'm like, you know what? Let's cash out and let's buy XRP, which we already had, but buy a little bit more and just go nuts on HBAR. Check those two out. If you guys have never heard of them, look up XRP, HBAR. So XRP and HBAR. And yeah, so we bought at a really great time. And if you would have followed what we were doing on the show, you would have at least 3x your money. Meaning if you put in $1,000, you would have made $3,000. So 3x on a lot of this stuff. And we talked about it on the show. So it's not something I said off the show.
It went really crazy, y'all. We're doing our morning walks and Chris is just there with his app.
looking
Look
at
at
my
this. Look at this. And we're getting all excited. I'm like pop locking on the walks. I got all kinds of dance moves going. People probably thought I was crazy, but that's okay because I was pretty happy about your choices. And it came down a little bit, but we're still above water.
No, we're definitely still up, but don't get into crypto if you're trying to make a quick buck because it's very volatile. As fast as it went up,
Came right back down.
it came right back down. So, I think XRP was up to like 280 at one point, $2.90. And earlier today, it was like at 220. It's back up to like 240. And then XRP was all the way up to like 37 cents, 38 cents. And I think it's now like 29 cents right now. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you got
A lot of them.
a big bag of them,
Yes.
it adds up real quick. So you make money really fast, lose it really fast, but you don't make or lose money unless you actually sell your coins.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we're in it for the long haul. Well, do you talk to your kids about investing? We are always talking about real estate. We're talking about crypto. We're talking about all different types of things that interest us with investing. And our kids are listening, believe it or not. Santino came up to Chris the other day and he said, Dad, can I invest some money in crypto?
I love it. So nobody was talking to me about this stuff when I was a kid.
No one talked to us about any of that stuff.
Our generation, right? And I'm not crapping on parents, right? It's not what I'm doing. It's just a different time.
Right.
But our generation, kids didn't ask their parents how much money they make,
That was disrespectful.
It was disrespectful. You don't ask about investing. None of those conversations ever happen at the table, right? Our generation is different, right? I want the kids to hear about it.
Yes.
And I want them to be interested. And the other day I was explaining market cap to Santino and stocks and a bunch of different, we always have these discussions. So like you said, he came in, he was like, I want to invest $100. Cool. So Corey ended up opening a new account, started an account. It's under her name because you can't open a crypto account for anybody under 18. But anyhow, we opened an account that Tino and Nola are going to share. They both gave us $100 each, and we put in like an extra $800, right? So let's see what happens. And I told them, look, you guys could have fun. You could ask mommy for a phone to see if it went up or down. But you're not going to touch any of this until you're at least 18 years old, right? So it's just a buy and a hold situation. They're not going to be like day traders or anything.
No way. But it's cool because they get to see how they're looking at graphs and they're saying, oh, this is how much it was at this time. And why did it go down here? And they're looking at percentages. So it's a lesson to be learned.
Yeah. So and this is a lesson for everybody, right? It's tough times. Real estate's been tough for like 2 years, right? So if you have money left over at the end of the month, after you pay off all your bills and, your living expenses, if you have money, old school mentality, I'm 44 years old, so I was born 1980. Old school mentality is you just put it in the bank. Right. And then, maybe some people are like, oh, put in a 401k, put in an IRA, right? Well, I agree with all this stuff, but you gotta invest 50% of the money you got left over. You got to. And then you want to go spend about, 15% of it, you go spend it on extra stuff. And then the other 35%, you save it. You save a little bit. You got to invest it because you need your money to be making money for you.
Yes.
And that little lesson right there is such a game changer, especially when we move into retirement. And, you know, now we're 60, 70, 80 years old. It could be the difference between you living off of, you know, Social Security and actually like being able to live in your own community because you can afford your retirement, right? It's a huge difference. So if you can make those little changes for next year, because, you know, new goals, right? 2025 is coming up. Do just a little tweak like that. And I bet you your year is going to be so much better financially.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us and switching things to real estate. Many clients have already reached out to us to get pre-approved so that they could be prepared to purchase a home in 2025. We have a bunch of new clients coming in who want to set up appointments, and we're super excited about that. There's just so much opportunity out there right now.
So much.
Especially during December. Not everybody's looking for a home. So if you've been thinking about it, jump in before everybody else waits until the new year and you're competing with everybody else.
This is huge advice, like great advice. So here's what I want you guys to do. If you're thinking about buying a home in 2025, don't wait till 2025 to contact us. Contact us right away, this week, today, and let's get together because you might be surprised and you might be ready to buy a home right now. Yeah. You might not be. We're not forcing anything on you. We don't sell people on anything. We educate people.
Yes.
It's a totally different approach than a lot of salespeople, right? We like to educate. We like to empower you so you can make the best decision for you and your family.
Give you the resources.
The resources. But we talked about this last week. The median price for a home in Santa Cruz is around $800,000. I'm rounding up. It's around $800,000. Right now, you might be able to get an $800,000 home for $775,000, maybe $750,000 if you get the right opportunity.
Yes.
Right? You might be able to get the seller to pay for closing costs, pay for buyer's agent compensation. Let's fast forward. If you guys wait until, I'm going to, maybe after I get my tax return, I'll call you guys. We'll see what happens.
You and everybody else got their tax return?
You and everybody and their mama, right? Doing it. And you get into the real estate market in spring, it's great. There's going to be plenty of supply, plenty of inventory for you guys to look at. But that $800,000 house that you could buy now on discount for $750,000, $775,000, you're going to be paying $825,000 for that house,
right? At
least, and you're going to have five other offers on that property. If you want it to be not stress free, but I mean, we try to make it stress free.
Yes,
but very minimal stress. You don't want to have a lot of competition. You want to be able to negotiate. You want sellers to give you some concessions. Right now is the time.
Absolutely. Well, on top of that, the feds are planning on meeting on the 17th this month, and signs are pointing towards another rate reduction. What?
That's what we're thinking. We're seeing rates spiked about a month ago. They were in the low 7s, and now they're coming back down to the mid 6s, even low 6s in some places, depending on your situation, credit, down payment, all that stuff. It's a whole percentage point. It's a big deal. We have, Morgan Stanley, these big banks. They think that we're going to be in the 5s next year, in the low 5s. We don't know. They don't know. Nobody knows.
Right.
So, I always say the best time to buy a house is when you can afford to buy a house, but it's always a good time to buy.
Yes.
There's always opportunity in any cycle.
Absolutely. Well, Blix will be hitting the market after Christmas. We are super excited about this condo, and the renovations are almost complete.
So like 95% complete.
I know. And the staging is set to begin next week, which I cannot wait for because I want to get all this furniture in that home, make it shine. It's already looking amazing, but to make it feel like more comfy, cozy, and get it ready to be showcased for the next homeowner. I'm excited about that. And I'll have some room in my garage.
Yes. So I'm excited about it because, listen, if we would have sold this place the way that it was and the condition it was, let's say it would have sold for like $300,000.
Right.
Maybe $325,000. Putting in $50,000 and then doing staging on top of that, which would put you like at $375,000, $380,000 after staging and all that. They're probably going to get $480,000 for this place, right? Yes. $480,000, $475,000, $480,000.
That's a huge swing.
It's a huge swing. You put in, $50,000 and now you're going to end up getting another.
Not only that, but doing the renovations that were done on that property, one of the items was to replace a common area fence. And that motivated the entire HOA community to go and change all the fences out. So now all the front yards are going to look really nice.
Yes and no. So it motivated the vice president of the HOA to do his property.
Oh, I thought it was the whole community.
The whole community wants it, but people, most
They
HOAs,
don't want to pay for it?
They don't want to pay for it, right?
I see.
So some people are just saying, you know what? I'm not going to wait for the HOA to do it. I'm just going to take care of it right now.
Yes.
But our unit is right when you walk into the community. It's the first one on the left.
Oh, nice.
And it's beautiful. Mm-hmm. So when you see that, you're motivated to do it. If you're
Yeah,
coming
like,
home
wow,
every day.
I want my house to look like that.
Yeah. And then luckily the neighbor on the right side of us, she's like an original owner of that community. And her house is beautiful too.
Right.
So boom, you walk in and you have two great first impressions, right?
Yes.
So I'm excited. I think it's going to be great for that community. And whoever buys that place, they're going to love it. It's like on the border of everything, right? It's the end of North Hollywood, beginning of Studio City, and beginning of Toluca Lake. It's like it has 3 borders there.
Oh, that's great.
So it's where everybody wants to be. NoHo District, Ventura Boulevard, Burbank, Hollywood's right over the hill. You know, Hollywood Bowl. What are you going to spend $10 on a Uber over there? It's like right down the street. You want to go to the bowl. So it's perfect for a single person. It's perfect for a couple or a retiree. But if you have a family, probably not the best place. It's a 1-bedroom, right? But somebody's going to buy that place and love it because everything's going to be done.
Everything's beautiful. Chris is just sharing the pictures with me today, and we can't wait to share it with you all. Maybe you'll put it on social media today.
Okay, maybe
Tomorrow. Well, deal of the week. Do you want to take that away?
Yeah, so this is a deal of the week is a unit in the Canyon View community. I don't think it's going to sell for this price, but it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,311 square feet. Now, there is a land lease in there. You never own the land. It's $1,665, but that property is only $160,000.
Oh, wow.
It's dirt cheap. Now, you can't buy it as a rental because you're not allowed to rent in there, but the owner, who I'm not a fan of the whole community, they seem to have found the go around, and they usually buy up these units. And
So do you think he's going to buy this one?
I think he's going to buy this one, and then what they do is they rent them out, with the option to buy, and that's their go around of how they're able to rent in a community that you're not supposed to have renters in.
Well, if anyone is interested in actually living in the community, this might be a good option for them as opposed to getting a townhome. Because monthly payment wise, it's still going to work out to be more affordable than a townhome, correct?
You can get an FHA loan in here.
That's awesome.
And so that's little as 3.5% down. So what is that, like $7,000? I'm just rounding up, right? Like about $7,000. You pay for closing costs. Maybe all in, you're about $12,500. Chances are you can get the seller to pay most of those costs.
Right.
Right? You just have to pay your down payment. It's pretty cheap to get in there. It's way better than renting, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a good buy. At that price, $160,000, you can't beat it.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, coming up, everyone, we have our Winter Wonderland Client Appreciation event this weekend, and we are so excited to celebrate our clients with a morning of winter fun, festivities, and cheer. So here are some of the highlights, you all. We're going to have ice skating, ugly sweater contest, a hot cocoa bar, delicious food, tasty goodies, special surprises, and festive giveaways to make your season bright. Yes, it's going to be amazing. I think most of you who are watching today are probably going to be joining us, which I'm super excited about. And if for some reason you did not see your invite or you missed the deadline, reach out to us. We've had some people cancel last minute. We were able to fill those spots back up because we are limited on space, but it is going to be so much fun this weekend. I cannot wait. There's still some last minute things we're doing. It's going to be so much fun. And part of the raffle that we're doing is we'll be asking our clients to leave us a review, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and our Spotify page. So every action earns an extra raffle ticket. And I think, are we doing this per family or per person?
Per person.
Per person. So you could double your family's possibilities, right? If husband and wife both go on and do reviews for us.
Right. Because we're on so many different platforms.
Yes.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, I mean, there's so many places to find us, and Google is a big one. And, look, if you worked with us in the past and you're happy with us and you would recommend us to a friend, this is huge for us. We're a word of mouth family owned business.
Yes.
We don't do cold marketing to anybody. We like to just take care of our people. And if you love our service and what we do, this would definitely be taking care of us.
Yes. Thank you so much for considering doing it. If you do end up doing it, you earn extra raffle tickets. There's going to be some cool prizes. Anyone who's been to our events before know that we have some awesome gifts to give away. So we're super excited about that. And Chris was so super excited about the event that he accidentally sent out the invite a second time yesterday. So don't hate us if you were getting spammed by Chris yesterday.
So it was an accident. Somebody asked me if they can go, and I was trying to get the invite and send it to him. But since I didn't put any of it together, I should have asked Corey first. I didn't. And it didn't even matter if I sent him the link because they can't RSVP anyway because the deadline had passed.
I know. I was like, what are you doing? I got an invite on my phone. Oh, sorry about that.
But it worked out because we had people reach out to us and let us know that they couldn't make it or that they really wanted to make it. And they were scared to ask because the deadline had passed. So, hey, it worked out.
It worked out. Well, this weekend after our event, we're planning on going to Disneyland on Sunday, which I think we've made an executive decision to not go. There's just too much stuff to do. And we had so much fun when we went this last time. It's like, I really want to go because I like going in December and it's so much fun. And half of the month is blocked out for us.
Sure.
But I don't know. I think just decorating the house is going to be...
It's going to be better.
Better.
On top of that, we just got the news. If you guys are just joining us, we had to pick up Santino right before the podcast started. We picked up Santino because he's got a fever and he was in the nurse's office. So
I hope he feels better in time for the event on Saturday.
He will.
Yes, I hope
he should. It's a 24-hour bug. I put it out in the universe. But anyhow, it's good to just chill out, get healthy, not go to Disneyland and wear ourselves out on Sunday. We just got too much stuff going on.
It's a busy time of year. It is. Next week, Chris has his Men of Tomorrow at Golden Valley.
So this is going to be cool. So let me just tell you a little bit about it.
Yes.
If you guys, again, have not seen past episodes, we've been involved with the Men of Tomorrow program at Golden Valley and the Pause Center for over 5 years now. 4 years, I think. 5 years. So we mentor juniors and seniors there that want to be mentored, right? Or that their counselors say, hey, this is probably a good program for you.
Yes.
What I love about it is we bring in these outside guests that give them employment opportunity right out of high school, right? Or give them a path, right? Something that maybe they didn't know before. And we've been hooking up, thank goodness, to Panthy over at Walmart. We've been able to connect a lot of these young men to work at Walmart.
That's amazing.
Which has been great. And what we're doing this event, next meeting, is they're going to pick our brain, the mentors of like, what was our first job? How did we get to where we're at today? What path did we take? So it's going to be mostly Q&A this time.
Right.
Which is a lot of fun. I think it's a better way to build rapport with your
you want to connect with them, and they want to find something that's relatable, right?
For sure.
So, I can't wait to hear about how that goes. Well, I will be working on room parent duties and finishing planning holiday parties and teacher gifts. That's top of mind, and I still have to go shopping for these kids.
Well, if you need any volunteers, I'm here to volunteer for this.
You will be there.
Parties.
Oh, that's already a given. So thank you for that. And also working on year-end record keeping. 'Tis the season to be jolly. How many other business owners are just feeling that year-end stress right now?
That year-end crunch.
Oh my gosh, there's so much to do and so little time.
In our business, there's stuff like, thank God Corey takes care of this. You got to issue 1099s to landlords and to real estate agents and loan officers. And there's just so much work to do.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
But that's okay. I wouldn't have it any other way. I love it.
Maybe I'll turn into Chef Chris for the rest of the year, and the kids will be eating mac and cheese and chicken nuggets.
No, I want some gourmet meals.
Nuggets.
I want some gourmet meals.
Yeah. what to tell you about that, girl. Gourmet like Jack and D Box.
Jack and Z box. Oh no. Oh my gosh. No, I do not want to do that. But speaking of Jack in the Box, I just have to give a huge shout out to our producer for telling me to download the app, because I've been going to Jack in the Box for our kids. That's the only fast food place they really eat.
Santino
Santino will eat. And I was like, when did Jack in the Box become so expensive? Why did I spend $12 on one little meal for him? And it's a breakfast Jack. Those things are $1. And why do I keep seeing these signs about their value menu? And I don't see no value menu when I go to order at the window. Y'all, you need to get the app. You can go on, you order ahead of time. You just drive up to the drive up window and you say, hey, I got my drive up order on the app. And they say, yeah, just pull it right through. We'll bring it right out to you. And guess what? The prices are so much cheaper.
It's literally
they're like a fraction of the cost.
It's like the 90s prices.
Yes. So after Disneyland, on our way home, we didn't want to stay and eat at Disney because quite honestly, the food is no bueno and we're over the food. So the kids are like, let's just go to Jack in the Box. We fed the whole family for $13.
Everybody.
$13. I was like, what?
The kids had breakfast sandwiches, some curly fries, a shake. Corey and I had chicken sandwiches.
Tacos.
She had her tacos for $13.
I was like, wow. Yes.
You get a water at Disneyland for $13.
I was dancing the whole way home with a little taco in my hand. I was so excited. The things that bring me joy.
You love a good deal.
Well, listen, I just don't like overpaying for like food that is fast food. Like, why? This is not a gourmet meal.
Yeah, I know. They probably have this, is my guess. I don't know because we don't eat McDonald's and Carl's Jr.
I
all
think
that stuff.
every place
they probably
is like
all
that
have
now.
them. But I know, I remember going to McDonald's maybe in the last couple of years, and it was ridiculous. It was like $50 to feed the family.
Yeah, I think you have to download the apps now. That's just part of the game because they want to be able to track you, so they're going to incentivize that. So sure, get my info.
They already have your info anyway.
They have my info anyways. That's just like Noah's Bagels. I got the app every Monday, like clockwork. After my workout, I go get my baker's dozen and I save $5 off the baker's dozen.
There you go.
$10. I got bagels for the kids for half the week.
So
sales.
Speaking of all these discounts, does anybody have any fun discounted vacation plans?
I want to know.
Because, you got to zig when everybody's zagging, right?
Right.
So, like, coming up, we're in December. People are going to probably be doing, like, the Lake Tahoe and the Big Bear and all that stuff. You could have all that.
Just take me to Maui.
Let me go somewhere tropical. Maybe there's a discount on it right now. Because I keep seeing, I get these alerts from Hawaiian Airlines that the airfare is, like, dirt cheap right now.
The problem is every time I try to go on this timeshare exchange, I don't see anything available. I want to go there, but I don't. I want to just use some points.
We're using points. We're using points.
Give me some points.
We're all about like figuring out the system and being experts at it.
There's
right?
a way. There's a way.
There's a way for sure. So timeshares are fun if you know how to finagle them.
Yes. Yes. I mean, they make it very confusing, so people just give up and don't use it. And then there's a benefit.
The crazy part is we were so up on this crypto 2 days ago or 3 days ago. I was doing flips. I was dancing. I was popping it, everything, right? But these last 2 days, of losses, that could have paid for like 2 or 3 vacations.
That's what I'm telling you. Cash out on some of it. Told them, take out that initial investment when it goes up again.
But see, this is what I was trying to tell her. It's so early in alt season.
Then you can't be sad.
I'm not sad. I'm good. It's so early in alt season that the way I try to explain it to the kids, this is how I explain it to the kids, is every crypto coin you have, and let's just say HBAR, every coin that we have is a soldier. They're fighting for us, for our freedom, our financial freedom. And if you start taking these soldiers off the line, we're going to lose the war. You might win the battle, but not the war, right? So we got to keep making more soldiers. We got to keep.
Do you guys like how he justifies things? This is how he makes
so we can't cash out.
Better.
We can't take these soldiers off the line right now. They need to make it. They're fighting for our financial freedom right now.
Chris and his soldiers.
See how I break it down?
I see that. My mom said they have a $5 breakfast meal with breakfast jack, hash browns, and I think French toast. $5 breakfast meal. That's a lot of food for $5.
I think the kids can split that.
Right.
$5, $2.50. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my goodness. Well, everyone, We appreciate you so much. Thank you for listening to our show today and for tuning in. We'll be back next week with more real estate insights, family stories, and fun. Until then, stay connected with us on social media and don't forget to subscribe to Relationships in Real Estate. We appreciate you so much. And do you have anything more to add?
Goodbye.
Bye.